Residual is another word for error. To find the residual, you take the actual data and subtract the predicted data. A residual plot is another type of scatter plot that shows the relationship of the y value residual to the x value. If the regression model is appropriate, the residual plot will have a random scatter. If the residual plot creates a pattern, then the regression model is not a good fit. And usually that's a U-shaped pattern. Determine if the linear regression model is appropriate by looking at the graph. If you notice right here, it makes a U shape, so that is a pattern. So no, that is not a good fit. Right here, this is random scatter, so we know that it is a good fit. So we'll look at these. Notice we got a pattern. No, linear is not a good fit. This is random, so it is a good fit. U-shape, no. Random, yes. Right here, we use the regression model to find the predicted values in the third column. So right here, we're going to take our total time in minutes and plug it in, just like we did with 36 here. And we get the third column here. Now, this is the total miles in distance. So our second column here is our observed data. Now, to find the residuals, we're going to subtract the observed and the predicted. Alright, so we must subtract 51 from 54.4, and we get our residual of negative 3.4. We subtract 54 and 47, subtract 73 and 63. So we just subtract our observed from our predicted. We find the predicted by plugging in total time in minutes for x. Now, this is what it tells us. We're subtracting the third column from the the second column from the third column. So 51 minus 54.4 equals negative 3.4. Alright. Now we're going to graph the points from the first column and the fourth column. Okay. Let's go to the next part. So if we look right here, we're graphing these points. We have each point graph, or each of our residuals, and you see here 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. We're graphing these along with our residuals. So 30 could be 32 and negative 3.4. I got 32, negative 3.4, that'd be that point right there. 19, negative 1.9. To our next one, 19, negative 1.9. So we come over here, we got 19, negative 1.9. So you see how we're graphing like an X and Y table. Look at one more. Our next one will be 28 and negative 0.5. So we got 28, negative 0.5. So we find that there's 28, negative 0.5. And notice there's not a U shaped here, so yes, it is appropriate linear. Alright, well there's your residuals.